Hello YouTube, welcome back to another CGC unboxing. We've got a couple of boxes back today. I think just 4 books, so these should be more than modern bent, but stuff in the old personal collection. So let's see what we got. Right. First, great. Okay, so now our Daredevil 168, the first appearance of Elektra, of course. I think we had this one rated at about a 5.0. This is a more wrecked version because it actually is I had another one a couple weeks ago. It was actually the better version, so this is the worst one, which is probably around a 5 or so. And we got 7. Oh, that's not bad. I think my last better one was like a 7.5 maybe, so this is actually not too far off. And considering there's a big old color breaking bend in there, that's actually surprising it got off that easily. So okay, that's cool. We'll take that one. Next up. Great. So Marvel Tales #1. Tales with an I, of course. The first appearance of Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. And I think we had this one right around the 7 or so. I got 2 of them, but this is the one I think is about 7. And it's an 8. So yeah, we'll take that one. Excellent. Gotta love that. First appearance of Ghost Rider perhaps too. Awesome. Alright, next up, yes. Amazing Spider-Man number 569. This is, I think, first appearance of Anti-Venom or something like that, I think. I'll have to look it up in the notes to be sure, but this is I opted for the special Venom custom label. Seems like a good one to go with this great cover as well too. So let's see, this is actually a book I got from Torpedo and actually won a prize for once. So if you go back, you can actually, before I started doing videos, I got this book. So it was actually a nice surprise to actually win this book. And I think I had it fairly high at a 9.4. And there it is, right on the money, 9.4. All right, good. Yeah, Eddie Brock becomes Anti-Venom. Okay. This is my second copy of Spider-Man #4, which is the first appearance of Silk, which is a book that's kind of blowing up a bit in the market, as they expect her to show up in either Spider-Verse 2 or perhaps in some of the new Marvel properties going forward, so we'll see about that. Again, got the new fancy custom Spider-Man label in there, and I think we estimated this one fairly high, probably at a 9.6. This might be the one we got from Eye Candy, but let's see what we got. Wow, that's excellent. We will definitely take that. That is a sweet, sweet grade. And again, thank you, Eye Candy, for all the great work you do, because that book is magnificent. So awesome. So one other thing we did is we went up to the North Bay to see a couple of comic stores up in near Sacramento area, and there are a bunch of stores that we had not been to before. So the first one we went to was called The Cave, and it's a pretty crazy store. If you ever go up there, it's kind of like an Amoeba Records swallowed a new and used geek store, because it really is just stuff piled upon stuff. They basically seem to take anything that's sort of geeky related, from clothes to shirts to VHS tapes to lots and lots of toys, lots of loose toys. So everything is just scattered all over the place, and you can find some nuggets. They have some nice stuff behind the cash, and they also have some comic books there, which there was at least, I don't know, must have been 30 or 40 long box equivalents, all kind of stacked together, or some short boxes as well too, but basically kind of loosely organized, and most of them are pretty trashy, but I did manage to pick up a couple of things. The first one was this X-Men, which is the first appearance of Psylocke in the US market. It's a big $3, so nice cheap price there. And I got a bunch of different Alpha Flight keys, all for like $3. Including this, actually his first Jim Lee cover, kind of cool. Another one as well too. And then from behind the cash, I ended up picking up a couple of books. I got the first appearance of Damian Wayne for $39. Nice minty copy, and then a more chewed copy of this book, Thor #118, which is the first appearance of the Destroyer. It's got I didn't notice, but it's got a big chunk out of his head, which is too bad. So that's probably why it's only $40, and maybe not even worth that, but we'll see. And then the other store that we went to was we went to the A1 Comics. A1 Comics has a number of stores in the Sacramento area, and so we went to the biggest one and picked up this Defenders, Giant Size Defenders number 3, which is the first appearance of Korvac for $185. And then a bunch of run fillers I got. So I got another Master Kung Fu done, so that leaves me down to only 2 more issues to have the complete run, which is kind of cool. And a couple more Green Lanterns 2 as well, which are in the cheap box. If you ask, they have some sort of better run fillers behind the cache, and they will find books for you as well. So Wes was a big help to help find a couple of nuggets for me, and I got a couple more GLs done from my run I'm trying to put together. And the big one I went down to get was this awesome copy of Tales of Astonish 35, which is the first appearance of Ant-Man in costume. So while Tales of Astonish 27 is a bigger book for the first appearance of Hank Pym, he's not in costume. So doesn't truly become Ant-Man until this issue, when he's not only on the cover in that great costume, but also noted as such in the CGC records as well too. There's a fair bit of water damage up top, which is too bad. So I'm hoping my cleaner can do a bit of magic with that. But it was only 300 something bucks, which is not bad considering this book is kind of blowing up pretty big time in the marketplace right now. So I was just happy to actually find a copy for under 500 bucks these days, which is kind of where the market's at right now. So yay, check that beautiful book off this list. There we go. So if you're down the area, I recommend going and check out either of those stores. Are pretty good. There was actually a smaller A1 we went to as well too, but it was kind of closing, so I only got to stick my head in there. But it was a lot smaller than the big mothership one, and so the wall books were pretty slim, and there seemed to be more focus on trading cards and that type of stuff there. So it really wasn't as exciting as the big store, which had a lot of books, a lot of good back issues, a lot of toys as well too, and then a lot of much better selection of wall books as well too. So hop on in if you're in the area and have a look there. Thanks again for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.